When you can't be there, Smart Packs can. Smart Packs are the only way to be sure your horse gets the right supplements in the right amounts every day. Say goodbye to missed doses and borrowed scoops, and say hello to a happier, healthier horse.
I'm here with Tom McCutcheon at the NRHA Futurity. Tom rode Survivor Man yesterday, owned by Cardinal Ranch, and this morning he just finished a run on Big Star in Tinseltown, owned by his brother Jim McCutcheon. Tom, can you tell us a little bit about your run yesterday on Survivor Man?
Yeah, he felt really good. He's had a little bit of time off coming into this horse show. He had just a little tweak on a front ankle. I didn't want to just push him past where he was comfortable, so we gave him some time off. So coming in, you're always a little uneasy if you don't get to ride him that 2 or 3 weeks before the Futurity, but I felt comfortable with what he was and what he'd be up in the show pen, and he felt good. He was easy to get ready and easy to horse shows.
It was fun to watch. What about your run today, Tom, on Big Star in Tinseltown?
Yeah, I was happy with really all of it, except for my last stop. I mean, he was good, really, really good everywhere. Did as much probably as he can do, and then I lost points at my last stop. I came around that corner and I thought big finish, and I'm right there near the top, and it just kind of fizzled. He was tired and he just didn't want to run to that last stop very good, but it happens. Every other maneuver I was really, really happy with him, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. It's disappointing because I would have rather had a 19 or 20 instead of a 17 and a half, but it is what it is, and it's still, it's in a pretty good spot for the second go around.
I think so. I think there are a lot of people out there that were wishing they had that score right now.
Yeah, I think so too.
You haven't had Big Star in Tinseltown very long. He belongs to your brother Jim McCutcheon. Can you tell us a little bit about the conversation that took place when Jim decided to send you this horse?
Yeah, well, I had 2 horses to come here with, and I had 3, and I went to a Futurity in Katy, Texas, and one of my horses there came back a little off, so I told my wife, I said, I guess I'm going with 2, and she said, Jimmy's got a good one. Call your brother Jimmy. And I've done a lot with him before. I rode his horses before, and I felt like he'd be receptive to it. So I called him, and he said, well, I'll bring him over and you can try him, and he did, and I liked him, and he's really, my brother gets him very broke. So it was an easy transition for me to get on and follow. And the only thing he said is, if you don't think he's a level 4 open horse, I'll be happy to show him. So don't try and make it happen.
Right.
So after I showed him at the Southwest Futurity and was 3rd on him, then we knew he was enough to come here.
Very good. Well, we look forward to tomorrow and the rest of the week. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks.
I'm here with Craig Schmersel at the 2014 NRHA Futurity. We just finished up the first section of the first go-around. Craig, can you tell us a little bit how it felt out there?
I felt good to get back in the pen at the Futurity again, and I showed a little yellow horse today that today was his first trip in the arena ever, so he showed good. He marked 18, and I was thrilled with him for his first trip out, so I look forward to many more.
What other horses do you have here?
I have 2 other ones. I have a Jack's Electric that I won the Congress on, and I have a Walla Walla Whiz out of Tari's Little Vintage that I show tomorrow. So a couple nice ones this year.
I'm here with Jordan Larson, who just rode Electric Cha-Ching and marked the highest score of the day with a 221.5 here in the first section of the first go-round of the 2014 NRHA Futurity. Jordan, can you tell us a little bit about how it felt out there?
It's nerve-wracking. It's a really, really tough pattern, and in the first go, you're just trying to kind of see where you're at and not make mistakes. So it's very nerve-wracking, and so that's a really, really nice horse. I made a couple mistakes myself, but she showed really good. So
She's
very happy.
All right. If there's anything you could do differently out there, if you could go back out with a fresh horse and do it all over again, is there anything you would have done differently? If so, what?
Yeah, there's always things. You know, my reins were really long turning around. I didn't maybe help her enough there, but other than that, you know, I waited on my rollbacks, which is something I'm not very good about doing. So I was really happy about that, and she showed awesome. You know, there's always stuff you can do better, but I had her. I feel like her mind, she was really relaxed and stuff, and she was just right that way. So yeah, I'm looking forward to. We're only halfway to where we want to be, so, or maybe a third of the way to where we want to be.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
I'm here with Tom McCutcheon at the NRHA Futurity this Sunday morning. Tom just got out of the show pen with Gunner's Chick Magnet, marked at 219. Tom, tell us a little bit about that on this one.
Yeah, you know, it's always a little bit harder probably to be on your game first thing in the morning, especially late as we get later into the 30s, because you start getting tired and fatigue sets in a little bit. But like I felt really good the last few mornings. This morning I was dragging a little bit when I got out of bed this morning, so you know it was important to me to be able to pump myself up to go horse show. I mean, he's a very quiet horse anyway, so I have to ride him. I mean, I can't just point him and go. And he stepped up, and everywhere I asked him to do more, he did more, and I was real happy with him. I didn't show for sure as good as I could have showed him. I mean, there was a couple spots where I didn't trust him enough, but you know, in spite of me, he was good.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about the plan going into the second go? You've got 3 horses coming back. Are you going to kick it up a notch? Are you going to try to stay consistent? What's the plan?
No, yeah, I just stay doing what I'm doing. I mean, that is what it is, and you know, those horses, all 3 of them I feel pretty confident that they'll be honest with me out there. So, you know, I'll just go get them ready like I always get them ready, ride them like I ride them at home. You know, just go horse show.
Go watch some Real Housewives, maybe relax a little bit?
Yeah, maybe.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Tom.